Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Check out our large assortment of logo merch and our lifestyle collection as well. Just head over to abvnetwork.com and click on shop. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. Finally, we are sponsored by the upcoming ABV Barrel Shop, a new liquor store experience coming to St. Louis, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop will serve as home to the ABV Network and will be owned and operated by Steve Akeley, Jim Fosnot, and Scott Creighton, a.k.a. the Barrel Buddies. To learn more about the investment opportunities in this new venture, listen to the ad at the end of this podcast. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about who will go on our money if it became bourbon themed.
Nice.
My name is Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Lenny Eckstein and Stacey Spears.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey, how's it going?
Steve, $100 Bill Akeley. We'll talk about currency and what if we convert it over to the world of bourbon, because if you think about it, bourbon pays so much of the taxes. At one point in history, liquor tax was the only thing that supported the whole government. So maybe our money does need to be bourbon based. We'll talk about that after the break. For right now, I've got a topic because this is just annoying to me. I hate snow. I notoriously hate snow. I'd like to live in Florida, a place where I never have to see snow. That would be ideal life for me. I'm happy with the fact that I have a life where I don't have to deal with snow anymore for the most part. But then sometimes it happens, like the other day. So I want to ask, the question is going to be, what's your worst snow problem that you have? What's the worst thing that snow has ever caused you? Hopefully it's not a traffic accident. Hopefully it's just some inconvenience, but I got a bad one. I'll go first to give you guys time to think about it. Royce and I were supposed to meet in Bardstown, Kentucky on Friday. On Thursday, we were going to go down there, and then we were going to be with Freddie No on Friday. And I get up early. I have to leave early to get there. And then I've got an event Thursday night. I would just be in the hotel room, I figured. And then Friday we'll go over to see Freddie. So I'm driving there, and it's just like a dry, blustery snow. And it's like blowing around. And there's places where there's like no visibility as I'm driving. But I'm driving, and I'm heading all the way there. And I get just outside of Louisville, over 4 hours of driving. And Royce calls me and says, hey, he talked to Freddie, and it's really bad in Bardstown, over 4 inches already. People are sliding off the road. Can't even guarantee the distillery is going to be open. And we need to make a call if we want to go or not. And I was like, you know what? Just forget it. So I turned around and drove all the way back in the same shit, 4 more hours back home. So 8 hours for literally nothing. I drove on Thursday of this week. I literally drove 8 hours in snow-blown highway for no reason. And that's my worst snow thing. And I hope I never have to see snow again, to be honest with you. I hate snow. No, good luck. Living in St. Louis is probably not going to happen, but a man can dream. A man can dream. Now, Beka, we'll save her for last because she's got to have some incredible stories. North Dakota girl, so there's got to be all kinds of stuff. And Lenny, living in where he's at, of course, he comes from Pennsylvania. Now he lives in Colorado. So we'll go to Stacey first. I would assume her stories are the least of the group.
That's right.
Yeah. So has snow ever caused you any sort of problems?
I don't have like major.
I'm sure you like snow working in the teaching industry. It gets days off in the middle of the year, right?
Right. And then, definitely we don't have to work.
Right.
But I think the thing that I hate the most is when we get a lot of snow and stores, they plow the snow into like parking spots and stuff.
Yeah.
And Like I came in a little too hot going to Walmart today. And you think you're going into a parking spot, but then all of a sudden you're face to face with a pile of snow.
You hit a snow bank. Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't necessarily see it all the time. And I don't know. That was just my inconvenience for today with snow.
The snow. Just today was her worst incident ever. How about that? How timely is that?
Last week, Steve.
Yeah, well, mine's relative. So Stacey and I are struggling with snow here recently. It's been a problem for us. So it's not awkward at all. As Stacey logs on today, she has a painting of me behind her, which is, it's weird to look at, but yeah, I guess she is a super fan. So that kind of stuff happens. So there's a painting of me just looking over her shoulder, kind of judgmental too, I would say.
Very judgmental, but that is your face.
Yeah. Lenny, we'll ask you next. Again, you've got plenty of places to draw from here. For Pennsylvania and Colorado are two high snow places. So what do you think?
Well, I mean, I did by all rights. I mean, I moved to Colorado when I was younger for snow, amongst other things. So
right.
I can't hate on it, even though over the years I have, built my hate for it in some capacity. Has
it caused you any problems? Even if you love it. Things you love can cause you problems, right?
Yeah, no question about it. That's definitely true. There's a few. I think like maybe it's a little different here than some other places. When the snow plows out here, I don't think they're unique to snow plows anywhere else. I'm sure this happens everywhere. But one of the things like driving down the highway, if I'm headed from Buena Vista to Denver, there's something about like a snow plow coming at you from the, in the other lane and you're about to pass them.
Right.
Get avalanched with
it ever just cover your whole windshield? Like there's a second where all of a sudden it just smacks you and you can't see anything.
It's out of control. How is that okay?
Scary. Yeah, I've done that before.
But really, like where it hits home is, if it was left to me, I mean, I have a truck. It's got 4-wheel drive and good tires. I don't see why I need to shovel anything. I'm not shoveling my driveway. But Amy doesn't see it the same way. So it's the it's when I'm dressed and ready to go and she kind of says, I guess I'll go shovel. When she's not ready to go, I'm like, I guess I have to shovel it, don't I? I hate
yes, you do, Lenny.
It's going to melt within 5 days. Like that's what happens out here. That's one of the nice things about Colorado. It doesn't necessarily just turn to ice. It melts for the most part. So that's really my biggest snow problem. And then like, I guess the third phase is like at the distillery, it was really cold and snowed a week ago, and our flex auger that carries, our mill grain into our distillery, it can freeze. Like somehow it gets in there, and my guys called me. I was like, just leave it. Don't hit it with a mallet like somebody did last time and crack the flex auger. So we waited till it warmed up. But yeah, in general, I don't like. I'm looking forward to being in warmer weather soon.
Yes. Yeah. Key West will be nice. 78 at 4:00 today. Not bad. Not bad at all. Miss Beka Sue.
I mean, at this point in my life, I've forgotten
she
some
froze up.
stories that I can even remember because there's so many. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
I'm off the Wi-Fi.
You froze up for a little bit.
I'd say that one of the I don't like have a problem with snow. Like shoveling, and I just really don't shovel. Like that's a man's job, so I'll let guys do that. Fair enough. But the worst thing is, and I'm comfortable driving in snow, but I've driven in some of the worst snowstorms that most people can imagine for the most part. Because I've worked, being in the oil field, I worked, I did that for 10 years and we worked all over the place a lot of times. And I remember one night driving home from work, we got off at 6:00 at night and I was driving home 3.5 hours back home from work. And there was a snowstorm and I'm like, well, I'm not going to stay here. Like, I'm going to get home. I don't really care. Like, I will get home regardless. And the snow was so bad. Because it's not just the amount of snow in North Dakota, it's the wind. And when that wind starts to kick up, even if you just got, let's say, 3 inches of snow, you can't see anything. And it had been snowing a lot. Like it probably had snowed a foot. And then on top of it, it was very windy. And I was driving home on back road, like just 2-lane highways, back roads home. And not only did I have to have my map up on my car to show me where I was going, but I also had it on my phone where it was counting down how far until I'd have to turn because I couldn't see more than 5 foot in front of me.
Yeah.
And then I just watched for intersections, and I'd slow down whenever I got to an intersection in case someone was pulling out, because I couldn't see any other vehicles. And I could have just not seen them, but I pretty much didn't see almost any vehicles on the way home that night, probably because it was a snowstorm and so people are staying off of them. But that one was that was the most like white knuckle driving, going, I don't know if I'm or not. And that was
stressful.
Well, actually, so it's a 3.5 hour drive home. It took me 5 hours to get home just from work that night. And so that sucked. And then the other horrible one was at one point in my life, I thought I should move to Idaho when I was 19. And I was driving my Tahoe and my 4-wheel drive had gone out, but I didn't know my 4-wheel drive was out. And I was pulling a U-Haul behind me, and I was driving on about probably 4-inch thick ice on the roads, and there were just cars in the ditches everywhere, and I'm just trying to stay on the road. And, of course, you're going to end up going on the road like everybody off because everyone else was, and also my 4-wheel drive didn't work. And I went careening off the side of the road with a trailer on, and somehow went right between two signs, did not hit either one of them. And then my trailer was almost flipped over, but the snow had caught it. And I just remember sitting there shaking and like starting to cry because I didn't know what to do. And I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw a semi turn on his flashers and was attempting to slow down behind me. And he pulled over, stopped, ran out, flipped my trailer back up, and called the police for me in a tow truck and just made sure I was okay. And I will always remember that guy.
There you
Those
go.
are probably the most like scary snow things I've ever had. Shoveling snow, driving in snow is fine, but the worst is when you cannot see or you cannot actually control what's going on.
Yes. Yeah. Very bad. Very bad. So there you go. There you go. No snow. All right. It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Stacey Spears. She looks like she needs something to warm her up.
Yes, I do. Let's see. I've got a Knob Creek pick from Justin's House of Bourbon that I got a while back ago.
Okay. 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 This is decent. We'll see how it goes. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a last pour here of still 630 Rally Point Rye. I bet you beat this. So let's see.
Oh,
I feel like I took the lead there. So believe it or not, I've got the lead right now. What do you got, Lenny?
I've got a bottle of Wilderness Trail bourbon.
Okay. No. Very empty sounding. I've got the lead. Becca, your last one to go.
I've just got some samples I had pulled the other day from our own stuff, but I did put it into a bottle. So barrel 615.
Okay. No, nothing there. No, I snuck in and got the win there. So there you go. Cheers to me on the victory.
Cheers.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, let's talk about what would happen if there was a decision to make money bourbon themed. Who are we putting on this stuff? We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley of the ABV Network. Let's talk about the people who make this show happen. First up is Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Company founder Andy Lang started distilling as a hobby while serving his country as an elite Green Beret. Andy distilled all over the world during his time in the military and brought this passion back to him in the U.S. when he returned home. A visit to Leatherwood combines Andy Lang's unique distilled spirits and a museum of artifacts from his time serving the U.S. Share a drink with a fallen soldier at their bar where you can grab an acrylic bio off the wall that celebrates the individuals who gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect his or her country. They will also ship their distilled spirits directly to you, so check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com. We are also sponsored by Moonshine University. This longtime partner for the ABV Network helps educate individuals looking to get into the distilled spirits business, service industry employees looking to expand their knowledge, and individuals simply wanting to know more about the process and history of the spirits industry. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at Moonshine University, and it's something I continuously draw upon and connect with fellow graduates. Check out their full listing of classes, including Executive Bourbon Steward Certification, production classes, and more at moonshineuniversity.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky. All right, back to the show.
This is Freddie Mills, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about who would be on our bourbon money.
Yes, we are. Who do we want on our bourbon money? I mean, I think Colonel Taylor has to end up on something. I don't know what it is, but Colonel Taylor, I feel like he's got to be on one of the bills.
Yeah, you know who I'm going to say, right?
Maybe the 20. Dr. James Crow?
Yes, he's got to be on the one.
On the one. All right. Yeah.
On the one.
There you go. There you go.
You need it. You need it a lot, but you know, over the years, it's maybe become kind of useless. So
okay. Those are two good ones. Dr. James Crow, both innovators and certainly historically significant. What do you guys think?
I think Basil Hayden's an easy one. That guy's face is already practically, it looks like money as in that bottle. So I feel like that's a shoe-in for, I don't know, maybe a 10.
He's on the 10 now. Okay.
He's on the 2.
He's on the 2? The $2 bill?
I'm just wondering who does. That's like very odd designation.
That is. The $2 bill is a weird one. Yeah. Stacey, who do you think's worthy?
Do we have to go with kind of the?
No, you can go with whoever you want.
with anyone.
I mean, you think founding fathers are on our current currency, but we don't have any females on there.
Okay. Well, who do you want on there? You, Stacey Spears?
Oh no, it'd probably be Beka Sue.
Miss Beka Sue. Miss Beka Sue will go on one of her bills.
We talking about the
I would be on the $2 bill because
she's on the $2 bill. Okay.
Let's go for 10. I think
that'd be a collectible.
Yeah.
I'd be on one of those on the fake money. That's where my face would be on. Like there always that if there's the real money, then there's always the fake money, and they got some weird faces on it. I'm on the fake money.
On the fake money, okay.
The money that they make it rain with.
Exactly. Absolutely. The funny money is what I'm on for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're chewing up bills quickly. Maybe others. I guess I think Jimmy Russell would be a good one. Maybe he goes on ABV crypto coin.
On the crypto coin?
Oh.
Yeah. He's worthy. I think he would take over for Franklin, right? Because they'd have the same profile, just kind of change a few things here and there. Say, okay, that's now Jimmy Russell. So he's on the 100, I would say, right?
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of falling into the pitfalls of who looks like they should be on there also. Maybe Elmer T. Lee. He could be on
Elmer T. Lee.
Definitely him.
Yeah, Elmer T. Lee would be cool.
I would say that Freddie Johnson should be
Freddie Johnson. Yes.
Money.
Yes. One of the nicest guys ever. Yes. Yeah, we sent him some samples. We're doing an event with him tomorrow. Of course, they got lost. UPS, God love you. Lost them. And so Wes had to run out and meet Freddie today at a McDonald's right off the highway. For God's sakes, Freddie is doing the event for us. We can't even drive all the way out to his house or anything. We give him like a halfway meeting point. Freddie doesn't. He drives out there. I mean, oh my God, he's the best man ever. He's incredible. So yeah, he had to go out and meet Wes Harden today at a McDonald's so he could get his samples for the event he's doing for us as a favor. So yeah, because apparently they got lost in shipment. So yeah, yes.
I'd say that the distiller of arguably some of the best bourbon in the world, Dick Stoll.
Dick Stoll. Yeah. Yeah. He could be on because we've also got the coins too. So it's not only bills, we got coins. We got plenty of people we can put on this stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that would be good.
Penny is totally useless. It's copper, kind of. So
yeah. I think on the copper, looking again, the pennies aren't copper anymore, but they look like they're supposed to look like they're made of copper. I would put the still from Neely Family Distillery on the front.
It only makes sense. Well, it'd be on the back. We still need a face of someone on the front, but for the back side of it, it could be the still, right?
Okay, maybe we could change things up.
Side too.
Old Brownie has its own personality, I'd say. So it almost could be on the front to be like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
It would be super boring if a continuous column still went on the back of a coin.
Yes.
Yes.
Straight up line.
It's just a line.
It's just a line. Yeah.
Boring. It's got to be a pot still for that. No question.
It's got to be a pot still. I think Booker, no, we got to put him on something, right? I mean, he's such a character. Booker, no. Yeah.
That makes sense. Maybe did we already take the 100?
Well, who do you got? Well,
no. I'm just saying if Booker needs to go on something, maybe it's 100.
Maybe it's the 100 for Booker. Okay. Yeah. The 100 for Booker.
Is there 1,000?
Not anymore. There used to be. When I was in college,
we're making our own money. Royce just jumped in and said Elijah Craig and Jacob Bean.
Oh, for sure, Elijah Craig. Yeah, good call.
Elijah Craig, Bean.
Yeah, that's another one. The what was that release they did? Like,
what about Jim Beam? Does there? I mean, he's the guy who everyone knows, even if you don't know anything about bourbon. You know who Jim Beam is. I always like to say my grandmother knew who Jim Beam was. She didn't know anything about bourbon. And that's a big name.
Yep.
It's almost too big though. I feel like things that carry that much weight, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels. Not saying that Jack himself, but it's too easy. We need like a little more mystery, and just like if I pull out a whatever bill, I don't remember who that old dead white man is. I don't know. I like the mystery. Maybe I should know. But if it was Jim Beam, I feel like it's just, I don't know, too easy.
It's too easy for you, huh? Okay. What if he was on a coin? What if he was on a nickel? The Jim Beam nickel?
Maybe a wooden nickel.
A wooden nickel. Okay.
Buffalo nickel.
Buffalo nickel.
A token.
Maybe a poker chip.
That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the crypto thing though. Maybe we do need ABV network crypto. Sure.
I don't understand any of that crypto stuff. And it's like, they even got like fast food restaurants. You can pay with crypto. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. How do you pay with crypto?
You pay with crypto, Steve.
How? Is it electronic transfer? And it's just, I don't understand how that stuff works. And if it does work, why don't I just start my own? Be like, oh, it's the Akeley bills.
I think you can.
Okay. I think I will then tomorrow. Let's start it up. I'm going to go to Jack in the Box tomorrow. And be like, I'm paying this with Akeley bills. Here you go.
I think it's a little bit more in depth than that, Steve.
I don't know. I think it's all a pyramid scheme. So yeah, I think it works.
Steve, if you do that, the rendition of you in the painting behind Stacey absolutely has to go on.
Maybe that's why she had that created. Maybe that's why she commissioned that in preparation just for the show.
It's for money.
That's the quarter right there.
Yeah, there you go. That's me on the quarter right there. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. What about Bronner? Does he get to go on any money? I think Bronner should get to go on.
Bronner does not go on any money.
Yes, he does. I mean, imagine that. Yeah.
Bronner's on the.
He'd get the same funny money that I'd be on.
No, I think Bronner needs to be one of those check images. Remember when you used to order checks and have the images on them?
Like Bronner,
your checks.
He could pull off, as could Freddie Johnson, I feel like, the less serious stoic look and maybe a more jovial, possibly buzzed look. Bronner, that is.
Okay.
I enjoy that. I think
that just Bronner's face at this point?
Yeah, just kind of like half laugh. I don't know.
What about Mike Veach with the pipe and the hat and all that kind of stuff he's got going?
Yeah.
Mike Veach he's stately looking.
Very stately looking.
Yeah.
You could go on a bond.
Yes, he's on our bonds. Yeah. Oh, okay. I like that. Mike Veach. Yeah, that'll be pretty good.
Definitely some options.
Yeah, I think so. So it's something to think about. I'm sure this is getting ready to happen. So yeah, please. If you've got some ideas.
Comes out, watch for Akeley Money.
Akeley Money's coming soon as well.
On the cryptocurrency market.
Yeah, that'll be my new thing, the Akeley cryptocurrency. So my kids tell me I'll buy some crypto and all that. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't know anything about this. What are you talking about?
So that's your daughter?
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
What do you know about aerosols?
I don't know anything about aerosols. So.
Exactly. You guys have a totally different set of things that you know about.
There's very little crossover between the two of us, apparently. Yeah. All right. Well, that'll wrap this one up. And let's talk about where people can find us. Lenny, we have to start with you. Where can people find you?
So you find myself and the rest of Deerhammer at social media, at Deerhammer, on the web at deerhammer.com. You can order all our bottles at our website, and you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
I'm going to be doing that next year.
Nice. Me too.
Yeah. Bringing some people with me too. Yeah. How about that? Oh, this year. Yeah. Next year. What am I saying? This year. Yeah. Nice. The Robinsons are going to be coming out, so they want to hang out with you.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, they're so nice. They're so nice. We did that event where we had the cookies and the warden baked the cookies, and the Robinsons sent a note, a card to the warden thanking her for making the cookies for that event. Yeah, it's true. How about that? Stacey, how about you? Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at Stacey Share.
All right. Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Miss Beka, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps when people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Great job today, gang. The audience will have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least, at the top of the show, I mentioned investment opportunities at the new liquor store concept, the ABV Barrel Shop, being launched in 2022 by myself, Jim Fosnot, and Scott Creighton. We are crowdfunding some of the capital needed to open the store. Not only does it offer a return on your investment, but a lifetime of status and benefits at the store. Of course, this investment is a loan and involves a high degree of risk, which may not be suitable for all persons. Prospective investors should carefully evaluate the risk and merits of an investment, should confer with their own legal and financial advisors, and should be able to bear the risk of the loss of their investment before considering the investment described herein. If you would like more information, contact us via the Under Construction website at abvbarrelshop.com and fill out the form.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.